set. They're off. They've jumped away for this, the British European Breeders' Fund Quidhampton Maiden Filly Stakes. They're going over 7 furlongs, and Art Patron is the first to show in the red, white and blue under David Probert. Will settle down in front of Jowdar in the yellow colours in second place. Her market rival Sandtrap, the newcomer, is on the outside in third. The white colours, blue sleeves, pink cap, being trapped by Bower Chalk in the red and blue. That one's just dropped in behind. Galaxy now is in yellow and blue. Towards the inside is Take a Breath. Brown colours under Tom Markand. And back on the inside, Bizou, Ross Orion, the dark blue and white as they race down the hill towards the final half mile. And Art Patron with a noseband has the lead. Here on the outside is Sandtrap. This newcomer in second place, the pink cap for Hector Crouch. Racing in third is Jowdar under Jack Mitchell in the yellow colours. Fourth place for Galaxy. Then comes Take a Breath from Bower Chalk, and the back marker is Bizou as they head well past halfway now inside the 3. Art Patron in front. On the outside, just asked for a bit more by Hector Crouch's Sandtrap, but she is beginning to lengthen her stride. Bower Chalk's under pressure. Jowdar is caught in a pocket on the inside in the yellow and black as they head down now for the final furlong. And Sandtrap, this full sister to Carl Spackler, has come there pretty strongly to now go on. And Sandtrap is away. She's lengthened that stride 3 lengths up now on Jowdar in second place. And then comes Art Patron, but the vibes were right. She's very good. Sandtrap, a sparkling debut. 4 on the day for Ralph Beckett and a double here for Hector Crouch. Jowdar second, third, Art Patron, and fourth, Take a Breath.
This ownership contingent have looked anxious all evening, even after a winner and a good third. Now they're all smiles, because I think this was the one that really mattered. Sandtrap winning the British EBF Quidhampton Maiden Filly Stakes. I feel like I need to get the reaction from Hector Crouch here, because he's now riding so many of these well-bred horses in these silks that he's got a real gauge on what it takes to get to the top level.
There's nothing better as a jockey, Nick, than when you've got a horse you know is good and they're having their debut run, and you just want them to show what they've been showing on the gallops, and they were obviously confident, and Hector said it was a big day today and looking forward to this filly, and she's duly obliged. Right,
he's going to have the photograph and then I'm going to get the jockey's verdict. Let me just get the trainer's verdict pretty quickly. You were a little anxious, but she's absolutely bolted up. In your heart of hearts, was that what you were expecting?
It wasn't a surprise, Nick.
Hector, don't go away just a sec. I want to just grab it. Oh, you weigh in, come back.
It wasn't a big surprise that she was able to do that. You know, it was a surprise, the work she did last week. That was a surprise.
Okay, okay.
You know, I can't, you know, you don't know, do you? You don't know, but it's a race that's been good to us over the last few years, and it fitted her really well. I was keen to come.
And obviously keen to come here before getting her into a stake before the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll see. As you can see, you know, she's, you know, more coat hanger than than anything else.
The frame's definitely there,
exactly,
isn't it?
but she is a frame still, and it will be next year before she comes to full strength. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not hung up about running her again. If it fitted her, I would, you know. But sometimes they need it for the experience as well.
She's quite elegant, isn't she?
She is, yeah. Very well balanced filly.
Okay. Good luck with her.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Well, it took the bright spark Martin Dwyer 3 races to realise what Hector Crouch meant when he said today's a big day as well. Of course, what he meant was that Sandtrap was a filly with a big reputation. I'm joking, of course, in the Quidhampton Maiden Fillies, and she's justified it. She's absolutely bolted up. Right, we've spoken to the trainer. He was quite circumspect about future plans. How did she feel today?
Very professional. I'd have hoped that I'd have been able to have a tail to follow rather than sort of on the wing of the leader, but I was just anxious to teach her enough, because obviously she's a filly we hold in high regard, and you know, if we were to want to run her again this year, she's going to be going up notably in class. So, you know, education was paramount, and you know, that's why I was keen to make sure I drove her out the last furlong and, you know, made sure she knew her job.
I mean, you've now ridden an awful lot of very good horses for these connections. How highly do you rate her relative to some of the others you've ridden?
Today's the first time I've sat on her.
At all?
At all, yeah. I hadn't had a chance to sit her at home. Rob did a piece of work on her on last Saturday, and he was very, very impressed with her. And yeah, on that feel she gave me today, she's she's right up there. She's a very talented filly, and hopefully there's more to come.
Rafe expressed some reservations earlier today about the fact that she's still quite a frame and quite leggy on ground that's quite hard work, but she skipped across it, didn't she?
Yeah, she moved lovely on the ground. I mean, obviously Lope de Vega's a massive influence on that, but Rafe's right, she's a big angular filly. I mean, you can see her back end's kind of, it's more triangles than rounded off at the moment, and when it depends how she comes out of this. If she starts to fall away a little bit, we might have to put her away, but if she bounces out of it and fills out, then she'll be going at the big races at the end of the year, I imagine.
For sure. In your heart of hearts, you feel that she could be a real one?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.